Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. For this video I wanted to do my May 2018 favourites to keep up the monthly tradition on this channel. There weren't any major events going on in May, so this is going to be quite a nice easy video. It was a quite relaxing month for me, which was nice. But there are a couple of events in June I just quickly want to make you aware of before I get on to anything else, just in case you're interested, especially if you have any connection with Aniridia or Nystagmus, the two eye conditions I have, or you're just interested in visual impairment in general and you want to help promote it. The 20th of June is going to be Nystagmus Awareness Day, and they're encouraging people to get out in the open and do some activities outdoors. That's why they've moved it to June from November, where it used to be. And Sue, who runs the Nystagmus network, is going to be opening up her garden for people to come and visit and look around and have cakes and things. And they're also asking people to share their stories online as well, and those of their children, if you're parents who have children with Nystagmus. So there's plenty to get involved with there. And then the 21st of June is going to be Aniridia Day. This is the second one we've ever had. The first one was last year and was a big success. And this year there are a couple of things going on in particular. First of all, there's the Aniridia site campaign that we want people with Aniridia to get involved with. So basically we want people to post a photo or a video of a scene and then describe how they see it, so we can kind of compare, because obviously everyone is different, everyone sees the world in different ways. So we just want to get a sense of how people see with Aniridia and just highlight what variety of things there are, and so you can share what it is like for you to see. So it'd be great if as many people as possible can get involved in that, like they did for the Shining Success campaign last year. And then we're also hoping to hold some live webinars as well, some live talks online during the day, be it from doctors or people with Aniridia or whatever. Anybody who has any connection or interest in Aniridia who feels they can give a talk in relation to it during the day, there's a form you can fill out, if you want to help participate in that. And there'll be questions and answers, and things like that as well. So yeah, I'll put links to everything in the description below for Nystagmus Day and Aniridia Day and all that kind of thing. So you can go and check it all out and get involved. The more the merrier, the more we can share this around the world, the better, just to raise awareness and make people with the conditions aware that the support is out there for them, and likewise make parents aware, if they've got children, that the support is there, and that lots of people all share their experiences and things like that. So yeah, do get involved with those if you can. That would be fantastic. So now that's out of the way, let's get on to May. Like I say, it's been a nice, easy, relaxing month really, so I've been able to get a few bits and pieces done and just relax and enjoy myself out and about in the nice weather. In terms of my blog, the big post I made during May was the disabled blogger tag. I made a video to go with it as well. That was created by Ellen from My Blurred World, and it was a great tag, so do go and check out my video and her blog post as well. I also hit 400 followers on Twitter this month, which was great. I started off about 300, I think, at the beginning of 2018, so it's still ticking up nicely, and the YouTube and blog and Instagram statistics keep ticking up as well. So do subscribe to all those different things. As I record this, I've got 99 followers on my blog, so if somebody can just hit that follow button and take me up to 100, that would be lovely. It just sort of make the number nice and round and even, and any numbers beyond that will be a wonderful bonus. So yeah, someone click follow on the blog please, that would be lovely. And also quickly talking about special events, you may remember that I went to the Naidex show back in April, which was Europe's biggest disability and independent living event. I wrote a huge blog post about it and mentioned it in my April Favourites video, but I've also spoken about it again recently on a radio show, the first time I've ever been on a radio show, which is quite exciting. Fern Lulham asked me to appear on her slot on the AMI Audio show from Canada, actually, the Kelly and Company show on there. She is British, Fern, but she's the British contributor to that show. So she rang me up and recorded an interview with me over the phone about Naidex and how accessible I found it and the sort of things I found there. And then, yeah, she interspersed segments from that interview with her chat with the presenters talking about it all. So it's quite strange to hear my voice on the radio, but really cool as well. There is a podcast of it, or more likely was a podcast by the time you see this, because their feed tends to move along pretty quickly because of the way they do their podcasts. They only keep the last 100 and they do multiple podcasts per show. So yeah, it'll probably have gone by the time you see this, but I've got a copy of it, so I'm really happy with hearing it. It's just nice to be able to say I've been on the radio. It's really, really good. So yeah, thank you to Fern and to AMI Audio and the Kelly and Company show for featuring me. That was really, really cool. It was nice to have my first bit of radio exposure. Yeah, really, really fun. But yeah, I've been going out and about to various parks and, just going out for general walks as well, really. So in East London, I've been to Gooseley Playing Fields and had a walk along the River Roding. I've been to Greatfields Park, and I've also been to Valentine's Park. And that's a lovely park I'd never been to before, even though it's quite local to me. It's amazing, the things that are local to you that you don't always go and see sometimes. So yeah, Valentine's Park's a beautiful park. I also went to Lloyd Park in Walthamstow with a friend as well, so that was lovely. And that same friend actually did an abseil down Guildford Cathedral to raise money for charity, so that was really, really cool. It wasn't a huge abseil necessarily, it's not a huge building, but it's still a fair drop, and you come out diagonally from the side of the building. So if you're not comfortable with heights, then it's not going to be the best thing for you, but it's something I'd have happily done, if given the opportunity. Maybe I will do a charity abseil or something one day. It'd be quite fun to do that, to be honest. I also went on a walk with a meetup group as well. I signed up to Meetup last year, when I was kind of setting myself up with social groups and things. I only went to one event in the end because I was just busy with other things. So this year I thought, right, I need to start getting involved with meetup groups and some of the others that I was going to check out. So I went out with a walking group. This was the London Discovery Walks, Talks and Events group, and we went along the Kensington Grand Canal, which was a lovely walk. And we actually started off in Kensal Green Cemetery and had a little mini tour of there because there's quite a few famous people buried in there, and it's just a really interesting place to have a walk around. It'd be nice to have a proper kind of extended tour of that place, really, because it's really interesting and there's lots of lovely memorials and things in there. And then we had a walk along the Grand Union Canal all the way to Paddington and Little Venice. So it was really, really good. I really enjoyed the day. Got chatting to some really nice people there. So yeah, I'll be going on more walks with them, I think. So yeah, I've been on various walks. It's been lovely to get out and about in the hot sunshine. It feels like summer really at the moment. It's brilliant. Although naturally we did have 1 or 2 thunderstorms as well. I know some parts of the UK have had quite a few. There was one day where I got home and about an hour later a hailstorm kicked in out of nowhere. It didn't last for very long, but it was really loud for the few minutes it did last. So I was glad I didn't get caught in that. And then there was another day where we had a thunderstorm during the day as well. But otherwise, yeah, the weather forecasters threatened thunderstorms, but we've been lucky and kind of avoided them where I live, so that's pretty good. In terms of shopping, we did another Lush haul this month. So the first thing we got was the Bohemian soap. Mum and I have really enjoyed using that, so we decided to get 4 bars of that to keep us going because it just smells really nice. It's got a lovely lemony smell to it and it just feels really nice on the skin. And we also got the olive tree soap, the Imperialis moisturiser and the Veganese hair conditioner, which we've also used before and liked. It's actually called the Olive Tree Gourmet Soap, which makes it sound quite posh. It's obviously got olives in it, but it's also got petitgrain, rose and cypress oils in there. So it just makes you feel really refreshed, and again it feels really nice on the skin. We also thought we'd try another soap, Honey I Washed the Kids, which as you'd expect from the name is a honey type soap with a kind of honeycomb design on it. So that's really nice actually. We've been using that lately. That's been really good. And then we thought we'd also try a couple of shampoo bars as well. The Jumping Juniper shampoo bar and the Soak and Float shampoo bar. The juniper one naturally smells like juniper berry, and it's got some citrus oils in there as well, so that smells really nice. And then the Soak and Float one has got rose and marigold petals in it, and again a bit of juniper in there as well. It's got some cade oil derived from juniper, so yeah, it's just a nice simple soap, really nice to use. And then finally we also went for the Montalbano shampoo bar as well, which we've used before, so again we got 2 more of those because like the Bohemian soap I mentioned earlier, it's got a really nice lemony smell to it. And yeah, we just seem to like those citrusy type smells. They're really refreshing and uplifting, and we're just very, very happy with them. So we thought we'd stock up a little bit so we haven't got to keep rebuying things too often. And that all came to £87, which sounds like a lot, but actually, you've got 12 products in there. And, they last a long while, especially like the shampoo bars and the soaps. You don't need to use a lot of them to get a decent lather up. So they will last a while, and yeah, they're just really good value for money, I think, and they feel really nice, they smell really nice. In terms of TV, I've continued watching, or finished watching, some of the series that I mentioned before, because the Big Bang Theory and The Flash have now finished their respective seasons. Young Sheldon's still going. Have I Got News for You has just finished as well for its latest season. We've got Mock the Week to replace it now, so that's fine. And The Unbelievable Truth on Radio 4 that we listened to, that's finished its season, so we're back to Just a Minute now in the regular cycle of comedies on Radio 4. Nicholas Parsons has actually just missed his very first episode on there. 50 years he's been presenting the show, and he's actually not been there to present one. Giles Brandreth had to take over, so that was really strange. But Nicholas Parsons is in his 90s, but he's more than entitled to skip a show or two if he's not feeling up to it, which is fair enough. But there have also been various new bits and pieces as well this month that I've been wanting to check out. Taskmaster is back for Series 6, which is fantastic. I absolutely love Taskmaster. It's a brilliant, brilliant show hosted by Greg Davis and Alex Horn. If you don't know Taskmaster, it's basically a show on Dave. Yes, they do make original programmes of their own. It's not all repeats. And it's basically where they get celebrities to take on all sorts of silly challenges, comedians mainly, and yeah, it's just a really, really good laugh. It's brilliant. So I'm glad that's back for a sixth series, because I was kind of worried when they did the Champion of Champions things at Christmas, perhaps they'd leave it there. But no, they're carrying on. There's a couple of series they've had commissioned at least. So that's brilliant. I also saw the Alex Horne section, actually. He did like a solo 2-hour show with a few guest celebrities, which was okay. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily watch a whole series of it, but it was still fun. It was still a good laugh. And then Dave have also brought out another new show, John Richardson Ultimate Warrior. Not warrior, but worrier, someone who worries about things. Because if you know John Richardson, he's a stand-up comedian who often talks, about what other people are doing wrong, the fact he's a bit, OCD and likes things done properly and all this kind of stuff. He's very, very good. He's a very good comedian. I've got him on DVD. And he also appears on 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown. So it's interesting to see him have his own show. And he's pretty good. I'll give him his dues. It's a funny show. He's got some good guests on there at the moment. So yeah, I'm enjoying watching that. And then moving away from comedy, Channel 4 have got a new series of Humans on at the moment, which I nearly didn't spot. I nearly missed that it was on, but luckily my Virgin box recorded it because it knows I've got a series link on it. So yeah, I'm really glad that's back. It's a really interesting show. There are definite parallels with the world today, obviously, in some respects. But yeah, if you don't know Humans, it's basically about these human-like synths that are kind of employed by the humans to do jobs for them. Very realistic human-like robots, basically. They develop their own consciousness and all this kind of stuff and end up demanding their own rights. And it's really, really good. It's really well thought out, really well written. And it's got audio description as well, which is great. I've been trying to use audio description on it just out of interest. I don't use audio description a lot because I can sit close to the telly and look at things, so I don't tend to use it. But I thought I'd try using it with it. And yeah, it's actually really good. It's really useful. So yeah, Humans is really good. If you've not watched Humans before, I would recommend starting from series 1. I mean, you can jump in on series 3, which is the current one, but I would advise watching it from the beginning because it's a very, very good series. And then on Netflix, I've seen a new comedy stand-up show on there this month. Greg Davies, You Magnificent Beast. Greg Davies hosts Taskmaster, but he's also a brilliant stand-up comedian in his own right. So that show is really, really good. He's always really good at that stuff. So I'm glad he did a new show there. On YouTube, I've seen the documentary For All the Stations, which is a project I spoke about and wrote about last year, where Jeff Marshall and Vicky Pipe travelled to all the stations all over the country. It's really interesting to watch their journey and go and check out their YouTube channel and, their website and their Facebook and all that kind of stuff. It's really, really good. So they did a documentary with behind the scenes chatter and stuff and showing some unseen footage, which was pretty good. The editing perhaps isn't 100% perfect. There are one or two odd little moments in there, like one moment where Vicky is talking and then just looks down and is silent for a few seconds before they then cut to Jeff. It's kind of an odd moment of silence. It doesn't fit with what she was saying before or the general tone of that section of the show. So it's a little bit odd, little moments like that, but generally it's a good documentary. And then I bought one Blu-ray this month. I bought Star Wars The Last Jedi, which I hadn't seen. I hadn't seen it in the cinema when it came out. So it was interesting to watch that, and I enjoyed it. It's a very good film. It's great to see Luke Skywalker back. It's very interesting to see him in the role he has in this particular episode in the franchise. So yeah, I enjoyed watching that, and that has audio description on it, I'm pleased to say. And there's some nice extra features on there as well, various behind-the-scenes insights. There's quite a long documentary on there and then various other bits and pieces. So it's a really nice put together package altogether. And then I've also been able to get back into the audiobooks this month as well, because I didn't really have any time for it during April. So I finally listened to the second book in the Lockwood Co series, The Whispering Skull by Jonathan Stroud. I heard the first book in the series last year and really enjoyed it and kept meaning to get onto the next book and finally got around to it. And it's really, really good, and they're really good stories, really well written. So yeah, I'll definitely be checking out the other books in the series. And I'm also still working my way through the Harry Potter series as well. I've now completed the third book again, The Prisoner of Azkaban. I've heard all these books before, but they're always good to listen to again, especially with Stephen Fry narrating. So yeah, it's 3 books done. And then I've also bought some new music this month as well, or music that's new to me at least anyway. It's not anything that's been released recently necessarily, but as I said last month, I'm getting into Amazon Music now and kind of exploring artist by artist from my collection to look for tracks that, perhaps I wasn't so familiar with. It's a great way of checking out, albums and things that, I might not know whether to buy or not, and just to listen to things in general, like having your own radio station in effect that way. So I discovered there are a few albums by Aha I didn't have in my collection. So I bought Cast in Steel, MTV Unplugged Summer Solstice, and I also bought some tracks off their greatest hits album, Time and Again, the ultimate Aha, that I didn't have for whatever reason. So yeah, that's topped up my Aha collection nicely. And I've also bought these soundtracks for Wicked and Young Frankenstein, which are 2 of the musicals that I've seen over the past few months that I've been meaning to get. So they're really good to listen to as well, and they help to bring back great memories of those musicals. That's fantastic. And that's it. That's all I have to say for this month, really. Like I say, it's been nice and easy and relaxing because there weren't any major events going on. But yeah, I got to participate in the Disabled Blogger Tag. I got to appear on the radio talking about Naidex. I got to have lots of nice walks around London in the parks and other places, sometimes on my own, sometimes with other people. I've seen new TV shows and listened to new music and audiobooks. So it's been a nice varied month, plenty going on. And then in June, like I say, we've got Nystagmus Day and Aniridia Day coming up. And there's a few other bits and pieces as well. I've got a museum visit arranged and a theatre visit arranged. And there's a research project coming up in July that I'm quite interested in getting involved with. And yeah, there's just various little bits and pieces coming up that I'm looking forward to. So there'll be plenty to tell you about next month, hopefully. But for now, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it interesting. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe as per usual. And I will see you for another video very, very soon. Bye.